Hello friends, welcome to another video from Indie Ruby. I am so excited to be back with you guys again tonight. It is another cozy spooky night, and you know what's up, we are doing another Simstober video tonight. But before we jump into it, super quick, thank you for all of the support on that last video. It was totally unprecedented. I frankly did not think it would even get 10 views, so the fact that there's like over 100 as of the time I'm recording this is crazy to me. So thank you to my friends, my family, and the amazing forces of the YouTube algorithm. I just want to say that I am so grateful and so privileged that I get to yap on the internet and someone will click on it. Let's cut to the chase. Today we're doing something super spooky, super fun. I want my Friday the 13th fans to rise up because we are going to be building a cursed spooky cabin a la Camp Crystal Lake Friday the 13th. So let's get into it and let's hope Jason Voorhees doesn't get my ad tonight! Okay, awesome, let's go. Okay, there is no world to do this in other than the destination world of Granite Falls. Now, of course, Granite Falls in The Sims 4, it comes with a horrible piece of DLC called Outdoor Adventure? So if you don't have this one, hey, don't blame ya. But if you do, it can give very much 70s, very much spooky, very much forest, very much Colorado. So I definitely think that this is the world to build in. And we are going to build, let's say, on this lot right here, closer to the edge of the forest. I think that'll give us a spookier vibe. Alright, we are on the lot. Step 1, bulldoze this bish. We are starting from ground zero. Ooh, okay. Ew, the train paint's bad too. We're gonna get rid of that too. Bulldoze train. Look at that. Look at this blank slate that we have. And is it a little bit immersion breaking that there's like just civilization right there? Yeah, maybe a little, but it's fine. But yeah, I think this lot is really cute, and if we turn it to nighttime, ooh, I think it could be very spooky and Jason Voorhees indeed. So I have pulled up an inspiration pick here. I am not a fantastic builder in The Sims 4, but I want to get better. I have decided to keep it as a vacation rental because I feel like that fits the lore pretty well. And we're just going to be building a cabin that these poor teenage camp counselors go to and get totally chopped up. And just for setting a better vibe, I'm going to build this in evening daylight. I have a reference picture pulled up that I will show on the screen so you can see what I'm looking at. This is from another builder, credit in the description. And let's get into it. So first of all, we need to create kind of an infrastructure, but I want to make sure we can put some landscaping around it. So I'm going to build, like, right here. We're just going to make, like, kind of a cube. And then from that cube, we're going to have an outcropping, like, that big. Okay. And then we don't want this. And then we need to, I'm going to drag, I want this to be more of a square. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. And I'm actually just going to make this whole thing just a little smaller because it's going to be a pretty small cabin. Even just going to make that like a 3x3 nook. And then just to add some more dimension to the back, I'll extend that up 1. Okay. And then let's add some roofing. We'll throw that on here. You can enjoy the lovely ASMR sounds. Also, someone had a suggestion on a last video to me in person that I should, someone being my boyfriend, that I should have some lo-fi music, so if you're watching this, that should be included. Like just some spooky fall ambiance. That's really the main reason for that, is that there are moments where, frankly, I'm just quiet, but I don't want to edit too much of that out because I do want to give the vibe that I'm just your friend that you're on a Zoom call with. So it's just like we're hanging out and gaming together. It's not super serious. But yeah, so I'm liking the way that roof is looking already, to be honest. And then I'm going to do this in an interesting way, which is I'm going to do the outside paneling first. I think for the outside, we're going to want like wood. So for example, this came with the horse ranch one. Ooh, this one could be fun. I like that it shows some wear and tear. Do they have just a solid brown swatch in this one? Oh, that's not it. Ooh. Oh, I didn't realize it came with log siding. This is too perfect. We have to go with the log siding. I like the lighter variety. Stop, that is too perfect. Look at our cabin, so cute. And then for shingles, I think a beat up shingle in brown, like that. Unless there's one that is like really great. This is the rustic roof. Potentially, that feels a little, honestly, too barnyard to me. This is mossy. That is so Pacific Northwest and cute, but it's a lot. If you see that moss texture, it's actually kind of a lot to have. Maybe I want to do a Gravity Falls video potentially for Simstober. If you're interested in that, leave a comment where like we build the mystery shack. I thought that might be a little too similar to this concept, so I don't know. But this is looking pretty cute. Let's see it in the daylight just so we can get kind of a feel for it. Obviously just very brown, very dull. So now what we're gonna do, I'm just moving my phone over so I can see my screen. You guys can see it, but I actually cannot. We're going to add a door and some windows and just do the exterior. Let's look for a wooden door. Ooh, worn wooden door. Perfect. Life and death, you never failed to disappoint. I glazed on this pack in the last video with the Vampire Hunter. Which, by the way, he has a name. His name is Griswold with 2 Z's. Griswold Garlic Louder. So we're probably going to do a gameplay video with him at some point because I actually think he's really fun. But we'll throw this door down. Then we need some windows. Some spooky windows. Let's see. I enjoy the idea of a window with shutters, but that one's too fancy. Ooh, Grim Poster Secret. It matches the door. We're gonna press Alt to be able to place it exactly where we want it. Right there. Beautiful, beautiful. A little too rustic. I don't think any cabin would have a window like that. I have some really cool CC windows and stuff where like, and doors where it looks like it's open. Let's see. Okay, one perfect window has been found for this little area right here. Look how cute. Plop that one down. I'll put it all around. Windows for everyone. Alright, second perfect window found. It's this custom content Harlock's shutter window. I like it a lot because it seems spooky. Like, it's like, if I was a final girl peering through these slatted blinds, I would be terrified. So I like this one, but we're gonna need to alt place it because I'm thinking about having 2 next to each other because I feel like one looks really awkward. So I'm gonna place one right there and then scoot over here and place one like there. It's a tight squeeze. I wonder if we can fit it. That's what she said. Okay, it looks kind of funky, but honestly I don't care. I don't care. And then let's have one of these upstairs. Yeah, sizing them down doesn't work. Maybe not. Okay, we're gonna grab one of these and put it upstairs. There's a lot of windows going on. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not a professional. We'll put that there. And then wouldn't it be cute if we put 2 of the little ones next to it? I don't know. Why not? Yeah, that seems cute and cabiny. I just want to make sure all of the windows are incorporated in a somewhat cohesive way. What level? Okay, have them right there. Let's do the same thing we did. Just plop those right down. And then I believe we put the double. Yeah. So we'll do that over here on the other side. This is me showing you that I'm not a very good builder. I'm just kind of having fun with it. But look. Okay. Windows. Door. It's functional from the outside. We'll do a bunch of landscaping later. I'm not in the mood. I'm also noticing that a lot of the really pretty daylight is coming from this direction. So I'm gonna reposition the house to, let's see, not that way. I think I will have it face this way just because all of the pretty lighting is coming from that direction. So maybe this will give us the chance of like a really rugged, spooky yard all around it, or like a long, windy path leading up to it from the woods. That'll be fun. Landscaping will be really fun on this one, but I'm gonna pivot to the interior. Oh, quickly though, we will add roof trim. Yeah, we just want normal, honestly. Just like a brown. Yep. That looks good. Okay. Okay, let's pivot to the interior. So inside we have this wall. I think, so I do want this to be somewhat functional. Most cabins I have seen, you kind of just come in and there's a big main room. And then maybe this offshoot. How should we lay this out? I'll get my wall tool. So we need a bathroom. It makes sense that this would be like the bathroom and common shower. Like, if that makes sense. So maybe there'd be kind of a shower stall situation, and then a toilet off to the side, toilet sink potentially. So it's like a bathroom you could get cornered in. So I think I'll leave how that is. In here, do we want to differentiate between this space at all? I am leaning toward no, just because I think we can have more fun with the layout if we leave it as one large communal space. So let's see what we can do with some wood flooring. This came with Granite Falls, so clearly it's intended to be the flooring, but it's not rough and gross enough to be a 70s ill-maintained cabin. This one from Jungle Adventure is a little better. See that? Keep looking. Ooh, that's pretty dingy. So is this. This is it from Cottage Living for sure. They have a good swatch. Yeah, I think the dark wood's pretty. Oh, this is antique wood. Actually, I like the cool tone color on that just a little bit better, potentially. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Unless working hard. Ah, they're all so good. This one. That's the one. The Horse Ranch wins again. Wall patterns, wall patterns, wall patterns. Well, it's a log cabin, so that's pretty much what the inside's gonna look like. Beautiful. And then bring this over here. Alright. I'm intimidated. I'm intimidated. Where do we begin? Alright, let's see what we want. I think we want bunk beds. So I'm gonna start with bunk beds. That's a good vision. Dance break. Oh, this is like a plain bed, but it's supposed to have a bed frame because it's custom content. That's something that a lot of CC will do, is they'll put the bed frame and the bed separate, which EA never ever does. So that's interesting. Oh, what the? Serene Repose bunk double? Okay, if you were a camp counselor, you are not having a bunk double. Man, Horse Ranch is really clutching up because look at how this is like wood material. I mean, we have a lot of bunk beds though. Oh, this one's good too because it's a desk. Yeah, maybe this one. Let's compare the two. So there's this one, and then we have this one. The wood obviously matches perfectly. What kind of swatches do we have? They're not very retro, is my hang up. This green one's nice. That's pretty retro. What about this one over here? This also doesn't look like this was not being sold in the 70s. This is too immersion breaking for me. This I could believe is a 70s offering provided by a camp. That's pretty cute. I think we go with the green one. And then how might it be structured? Would it be like that? Like you go in and then there's like a nightstand that they share between them for storage. Okay, I found the one that is the exact matching pair. Look at this one that's a horse, that's funny. So we can go with that. In that case though, I wish they were all different. Okay, so they're all a slightly different color. Cute, cute, so. Very cute. We have a lot of natural light in here. I haven't even put a light in here. We will put lighting in. That's another good thing to pick out right now, why not? You can't tell I'm just very disorganized and just having fun with it. Ooh, a barn pendant lamp. Spooky. Ooh, spooky. A medieval chandelier. For the knights of old. Yeah, that ain't working for me. They would maybe have a lantern. Like, okay, that's an antique lantern. No, not a chandelier. I already said no to the chandelier. This is very retro. That gives me the vibes of a house my family used to live in. These old 70s style lights. I'm not seeing a lot of hanging kind of lanterns. There's going to be a lot for the walls. So I'm thinking that might be our best bet. This is a hanging lantern. Oh, but it's bougie. That's not what we want. Yeah, let's try wall lights. So as far as wall lights go, see, this is where we're starting to have options. So we have this lantern, we have this lantern. Ooh, this one's fun. This one's colorful. That could be kind of groovy. I'll put it down as an option. Literal candle wall sconce. I don't know how realistic that is. Not that one. That one's perfect. Okay, I'm sorry, that one wins. The reason why I say that is because it's the idea that it's kind of this overly frou-frou style, but I do think it's perfect for the 70s because things in the 70s, I'm thinking of like, there's a song I like recently, I've been listening to a lot, Delta Dawn. And the vibe of that song truly captures the vibe I'm going for, which is kind of this overwrought nostalgia of the 70s. And I do think that in a little camp like this, they would maybe have lights like this, right, that have the scalloped edges, right? Do you see what I'm talking about? So that's why I say that. Put that there. Lily of the Valley sconces. Ooh. Okay, pretty. And then maybe like one there, one here. Are these windows not working? I'm not sure why those windows weren't working. This side it's working. Okay, well I'm glad I fixed that. That seems like plenty of lighting. In fact, potentially too much, because this is supposed to be scary, and now it's looking cozy. I think we'll get rid of all ceiling lights just to make it a little more dingy and dark. And we'll just put one in here by the window. And then I got this really, it's called like Discordant CC. Yeah, Disordinato, sorry. And so look how fun. There's a magazine, there's pillows, there's a blanket. I love this. I downloaded this CC specifically for this reason, because that I thought it was spot on. So they would have a couch. For sure. So we have these windows. We have the bathroom area. I think we need another scary nook that people could just get like totally killed in. Right? Like Jason Voorhees' scary nook. Maybe? I don't know yet. I don't know. I know I want this couch. Let's just start filling it with furniture that I think would be fun. I know I want this couch, and I think I want it in the swatch. I definitely want it in the swatch, yeah. So we want this brown couch. There's a bunch of fun stuff. I think we'll probably want potentially a rocking chair. I forgot I downloaded this sofa that has blood on it. Okay, alright, so we need the bloody sofa. Do you see? Love that. Okay, I forgot I did that. Very, very realistic. Add some realism. Maybe also a rocking chair. Oh, this one goes well. I'm really liking what Horse Ranch is bringing to the table. Ooh, I like this. This seems 70s to me, like this western quilt just draped over the chair. We have a bloody chair. Ooh, that is so 70s. Life and Death is also popping off. Honestly, uh-oh. This build is just gonna be filled with chairs. And then these are nice too. But I guess not for our purposes. Maybe, no, we don't need two chairs like this, do we? Okay, actually, wait. Hold your horses. Literally. What if we did? Where'd it go? I liked that swatch wherever it was. This one. That is so groovy. Love that. This one maybe we could do a more fun color then. Ah! The blood is so bright on that though. I kinda don't like that. I don't want the blood to be so bright. I want it to be more subtle, like, oh, whoop. So we'll do the subtle one. Alright, I'm liking that selection of chairs. That is good enough. Lights, there was a cool lamp from Disordinato. This one, crooked lamp. Now, how realistic is this one? What did they would have had wall outlets for sure. I don't want anything that's too asynchronous from my 70s theme. But I think this still works. So they have a tiny bit of electricity for their lamp. We'll put the lamp here. Or no, in the corner. And then I want to put down some rugs. So what, maybe they're worn rugs. This one is called Unbeatable Stains. You can't even see it on this floor. I don't even think that there's a swatch that would show. It's so subtle. That one's a little better. Yeah, some kind of weird stain. Okay, sure, there's an idea. Ah, that's like a crime scene investigation. What, from Strangerville? I don't think the police have gotten here yet, is all I'm gonna say. I think these teenagers are cooked. This rug is nice, because it's just like a ratty little rug. Oh, this rug is nice because it's covered in blood. Let's see. Ew, the swatches are actually pretty gross. They're gross looking. They're just like not. Ah, that's a little, maybe too cheeseball. Maybe if like layered with another rug, look a little less cheesy. So I'll think about it. I'll think about that one, the blood. I did download it for this purpose. Oh, I love this one. Life and Death Again, coming clutch. Let's see, we have turquoise, we have like oranges, navy blue, brown. Yeah, this original one's pretty good. Well-traveled rug. Any that look kind of old, dirty. Yeah, I like the that. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, that's plenty of rugs. We just need to figure out what to do with them. So let's put this in the bathroom as like a shower mat. We will. This is my favorite for the room. But that's huge. So what I think we'll do is slide it like under this bunk, and then we'll have this one be like the huge big one that can like layer on top. And then how does this rug play in? This rug is a little much. Maybe it can go under the lamp. It's just subtle blood. Sure, it doesn't make sense how we're under a lamp. Ah, no, okay. Maybe by one of the couches. Okay, let's bring over this couch. And then this is kind of like a reading nook. So maybe actually what I'll do. This needs to be plugged into a wall. This can go like this. Couch can go maybe pulled forward a little bit. We'll say yes, there's blood. And there's blood on this sofa as well. Which maybe we could put this sofa like right here. And then no on the rocking chair. They would maybe have something like this. This seems realistic, like a furnace. Yeah, like an old busted furnace. Okay, well I like the idea of having a heater. Let's make it just this rusty, gross one. You need a bookshelf then. And they will have a little TV, I just haven't figured out how I want to do it yet. Okay, so that's how I've set up this little space. And we are going to fill it with some clutter. Okay, the diary of the horrifying experiences they've been having. And then these books are cute. But they're not clipping in very well. There's just not a lot of... EA just doesn't give you a lot of options when it comes to like slots for this stuff. Alright, I'll just leave it. Oh, I'll have their nightstand be a bookcase. That one. And what's on their nightstand? There's like glasses. Yeah, glasses. Oh, but it's someone's car keys. That's not accurate. Okay, I'm looking at clutter now, and I did download some funky CC. Like, this is a Bigfoot cardboard cutout. It could be funny to have that. It's kind of cute. I don't know. reclaimed books. Oh, those are cute. Can those fit here? Yeah, let's put those in there. It's like a music box. Let's clutter. Oh, spooky scissors. Okay. This is where we get into needing something here. Okay, hold on. I have an idea. I have this spooky Halloween TV. And, oh, come on. Okay, it's hard to tell, but it has like stickers on it and stuff. And I just think it's really cute. Oh, please flip around. Sorry, there we go. So look how funny. So obviously, a little bit quirky, offbeat, but I think it's fun. So we'll put the vintage TV. Okay, cute. What would they have off to the side here? I don't know yet. But, oh, look at this retro TV. This one is much more 90s. Oh, see, it's 90s, it's a DVD player, but it has Jason. What do we do about that? I think we have to go with the more vintage TV, but this has Jason. They wouldn't have two TVs. That's so sad. Look how cute this one is too. Ugh, I wish we could do more. Well, maybe we can add a Jason poster, because I have some CC posters. Let's find these. Light switch, we don't care about a light switch, sorry. Oh, cute. Do you like scary movies? Friday the 13th Fright Night? Oh, well, we need this hung somewhere. We'll put it here. Friday the 13th Fright Night. Cute. Oh, this is a Twilight poster that a creator made. Again, you'll be introduced to my Twilight. And I found the spooky movie posters. Look how freaking cool. These are Max's Match movie posters. Look at the Beetlejuice poster. I found these today and I wish I found them all my life. And so I guarantee you that they have a little Jason version. So let's find that. Oh my gosh, What We Do in the Shadows, I believe. Wow, these are so good. Midsommar. Scooby-Doo Monsters Unleashed. Guys, they have Scooby-Doo Monsters Unleashed. Guys. Okay, Halloween. Where's Jason? We can calm down. Okay, we can calm down. Alright, well, we need the Friday the 13th. Big and front and center. Cute! Wait, this slasher summer cabin is turning out really cute. Okay, well, I still want clutter. So here's the clutter pulled up again. What would they have on here? Candles. That's their diary. A comb. Alright, a comb makes sense. We could do a comb. Their only memory of home and their last. Comb placement secured. What else? Board games. Cute. Cards or board games would be accurate. A shabby cardboard box. Sure, we'll include it. It's filled with camp supplies for the campers. They just have a lot of clutter everywhere. It's a very trashy little bunch. A cereal box. That's funny. Affordable yet esoteric preserved food. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put it down. It's from the pack, and it actually looks pretty fun to have there. Relic of good times. Guys, we found a spooky phone. Guys, this is not a drill. Guys, we found a spooky phone. I'm putting it down. We have to put it down. We're putting it down right now. That one, the dirty one. I am obsessed. Stop it. I am obsessed. Where was this clutter all my life? Dirty sneakers? That's perfect to go by the bed. The sneakers. Ooh, the dirty sneakers. They're perfect. A backpack. They have a checker. These are a little too modern. A little too modern for a backpack, but I like the idea. Friday the 13th VHS stack. Guys. Friday the 13th clutter. Holy crap. That one has Jason right on top. Okay. Okay, guys. I'm freaking out. Comb. Comb might not find a place anymore. I'm selling the comb. Cool vinyls. Yeah, let's put down some cool vinyls. Some disco. I don't know. Yeah. And the vinyls don't look right. That looks right. That's cute. They're like little old classic rock. Cute. Do they have a record player? I guess they need a record player. I just keep adding things that like necessitate more objects. I'll just have the vinyls like tucked under there. And we need a record player. Oh, and again, a box. Yeah, we'll do a. They're listening to some good tunes. It's the 1970s. They're if you have seen Friday 13th, some of the stuff they get up to is crazy. So I know they're having this, and then we need to make sure they have a record player. I think probably the blue kind of goes with this turquoisey theme we have going on. I'll do a blue record player, and then I think that the record player should be part of this corner. So what we'll do is we'll grab like a countertop, like one of these dingy, yeah, a dingy wood countertop. Yeah, baby. And we're going to scooch that right there. Make sure it doesn't peek out. Yep. And then we'll put this on top. And now we have like a little media nook. We will actually, I'll put some of the vinyls over there, but it does make sense. What? You can go all the way up there. I guess if this is the media nook, we will put the media over here. Okay, there's the vinyl nook. Cute. I think this is where a rug could be needed. And that means it's where the bloody couch is. Guys, the blood rug is coming back. Is everyone excited? Is everyone so excited? I am. Where is the blood rug? There it is. We'll just make it a lot smaller. We'll put it there. See? And it ties in perfectly in this weird little space. It's very cute. Aww. And then let's put a curtain. This seems more accurate to like maybe what they'd have. This is like a sloppy. This is a discortinato curtain. I like the idea of it maybe like being over here. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I just took a long jump cut. Pretty much what I did is I added curtains. So I have this curtain with another radiator. I know there's already a radiator. Cut me some slack. And now I'm just adding like spooky things. I don't really know what to do. Oh, this is a floor cobweb. Okay, sure. I wonder if like maybe like a beat up kind of look corner. We'll add some beat up shit to imply dinginess. I think at this point I'm just going to fast forward and kind of finish up my vision for the rest of the room. I'm not sure to do this awkward middle space. I'm about to figure that out. Okay guys, full transparency, I went a little bit overboard. I'm about to show you the inside, but I kind of locked in and went nonverbal and stopped describing everything I was doing. So I'm just gonna give you the tour of the changes I made. So hopefully I can remember everything, but pretty much we had done this part together, we had done this side of the room, and what we had not done was the bathroom, which I'll show you, and then also I added a lot to the vinyl media nook. So it occurred to me that if 4 teenage camp counselors are staying here for whatever amount of time, obviously I don't think they're eating their primary meals inside of this cabin. I would not assume so. But I actually do remember that on Friday the 13th they had like a coffee maker. So I think they would have like a coffee maker and like a way to like warm up food. Microwaves were very new in the 70s. So how realistic is it that they'd have one? Honestly, probably not. Whatever. Bear with me. So yeah, I gave him like a microwave. I gave him a dish rack. I gave him like a bulletin board. It kind of made sense, like a job board, national park board type of situation. Then I moved the canned food that was over here. I moved that to over here. I added some like cute vintage looking jars and then coffee and mugs. So now they have kind of like a snack communal area, and then this is pretty much the same, just the same place to sit down. And of course the big change being that I added a whole wall. And then on this side of the wall, we just have like a coat rack with like a little sweater, and then a painting, and then a rock painting. It's super cheesy, but it was like the only poster I could find that maybe realistically they'd have. So what is that? Is that like Creature from the Black Lagoon Elvis Presley? I don't really know. We definitely could put something here. Not sure what to put in that slot, but I do like the VHS tapes. Again, would they really have VHS tapes in the 70s? Yeah, probably not, but still. And then we have the curtains, we have this all finalized, and then just a quick tour of the bathroom. I love this mirror. This is a custom content mirror, I believe. I could be wrong. But this is a super vintage thing to do, is to like add that flower embellishment to the mirror, so I thought that was so cute. I kept the cabinetry. We have like this vintage, gross looking wooden toilet with combs on the back. And then I was like, wait, do you know what's so perfect? Is if there's a window that could theoretically look right into the shower. Because psycho, murderer, pervert looking into the shower. So I thought that was perfect for a little horror movie. And then I put cobwebs everywhere. So guys, that is the interior of our spooky cabin done. Let's see it at nighttime, why don't we? It is very creepy and ghoulish. This corner is severely underlit, so we'll make that quick improvement. But aside from that, guys, like, how cute is this? I would love to play this with my Sims, and maybe like if you have the extreme violence mod, which maybe we'll do and try out, you could have a Jason Voorhees on the lot, and then your 4 Sims are trying to avoid him and survive. So that'll be really fun. This video is already really long, even with me skipping me creating like the whole bathroom and the whole kitchenette. So we are going to do the landscaping in another video, or I might just do it off camera completely. I hope you guys enjoyed some of the fun campy decorations, like the blood splatter, and, you know, Friday the 13th Fright Night, and the Jason Voorhees poster. So little details like that make me really happy. So hopefully you enjoyed them too. Let's quickly give this lot some lot traits. First of all, spooky. We need spooky. So I think spooky. I think cursed. Lots of things seem to go wrong here, true that. And then because it's gross in the forest, creepy crawlies. So this will be a lot with a lot of challenges. And then I'm going to call this lot Camp Geode Lake instead of Camp Crystal Lake. What do we think about that? Kind of dumb. I don't know. It's late. I can't think of anything better. And yeah, that is that part of it done. Obviously, in the future, I'm gonna add a lot of trees and spooky landscaping in here. This is a really small build for such a big lot. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.